Hi and welcome to Bailey's in Wild. This is episode 4 of our boat restoration. For this episode we are going to try and fit the solar panel that we've recently acquired. We're gonna wash down the deck first though, because that's in desperate need of doing. It's filthy. Depending on how it goes, there might be another day needed for us to mount the actual solar panel, depending on how long it takes us to actually scrub the deck, because it's not in a great shape, but both should be in this episode. Okay, so we've got 2 buckets. One of them is full of soapy water, one is full of clear. I'm going to scrub the deck as much as I can and then hopefully wash it over with some clear water to get rid of the bubbles. And yeah, there's some stagnant water on either side of the deck as well that's going to need to get brushed off, which is difficult because we've got this wood here on the side that doesn't really give us much room to shove things off the side of her, so that might be a little tricky, but the water's coming off either way, so haven't been to the boat as much as we wanted to in the past couple weeks. It's been several weeks now where we've desperately wanted to come to the boat, but with other things in life that was going on, other projects, and I mean, life tends to get in the way without us really intending it to sometimes. It's just how things are. And it's been kind of difficult not being able to come to the boat as often as we wanted to. But, and just as a side note, we bought the boat to explore, we bought the boat to spend time outside and just as a family like we used to do when me and my brother were kids, and we intended that to be the part of the adventure, the main adventure. But what we hadn't really accounted for at all really is the fact that just building the boat itself is its own adventure. We hadn't really considered it really, and it's quite incredible. Just before we pressed record we were all sat and the sun is beautiful and we can hear the birds chirping and the newly repaired windmill that keeps threatening to hurt everybody, and we just spent time chatting and it's really nice. It's really nice, and we hadn't really considered that to be a potential at all, so I'm quite happy for the surprise really.
Dried up bones are running wild on this own, sitting by the traffic light zone. I don't know if I should go.
Okay, so I've just finished cleaning these front 2 pieces, and the difference the difference is crazy between these ones here and that one. it's brilliant. I mean, it's not perfect. It could probably do with a proper scrub. There are still pieces that could probably do with a harder scrub. I mean, but generally the difference is astounding. Cleaned the forward hatch as well, so that looks better now. Eventually, at some point in the future, we are going to want to paint these anti-slip bits light grey to match what we've got planned for the rest of the boat, just so that there's a bit of contrast on the deck. But for now, considering she's already got a lot needing done on her, we are going to just clean her. I think that's probably a good place to start.
Child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. So hard. I know you've done your part.
Okay, we've been here for a couple hours now and most of the boat has been scrubbed. We don't really have access to a jet wash where we are, so that's why we're scrubbing. But it is honestly worth it because it's looking incredible. There are still bits that aren't coming up, but considering how long she was left stagnant, we're expecting that anyway. Like I said earlier on, we are gonna paint her eventually later down the line, but she's looking great. Yeah. We found a couple places in the hull where screws have just been screwed straight into her with no real reason for them to be there, so we're going to take those out and fill them at some point. And we found the front hatch, the seal isn't great, so we're going to have to take that out and replace it somehow, fix it. It might be why the V-berth is so full of water. Well, it's one of the reasons why the V-berth was full of water. So yeah, that needs sorting. And now that after the boat has been scrubbed, the wood can start to be painted. So this handle that I'm sat on and the wood around the edge, toe rail, can also be painted. We'll be able to mask it off and just fix it, and parts of it need actual gluing back down because they've rotted away. And after the solar panel's been fixed, we can paint the hull as well, because we want to do like a two-tone thing on her. We want white, grey, and then the black of the anti-fouling. So it should be quite a nice contrast once we've finished. Yeah, we're getting on, we're getting there. It just, like anything, takes time. It is one of the downsides to having this boat outside while you're trying to fix it. All of the trees decide to take it as a personal challenge. Should have brought the dustpan. Okay, next day for you, next week for us, but we're back at the boat. It's been storming and lots of rain and lots of wind, so the deck of the boat was covered in leaves, and there's still stagnant water over there that I cleaned off last time that we're gonna have to clean off at some point. But yeah, we're back with the solar panel and it doesn't fit. So we're gonna have to try and figure that out. We think we've come up with an answer. It means kind of bending the brackets. It means bending the brackets, but we think it might hopefully work. In the meantime, though, to kind of lift our spirits a little bit, we're also going to fit the port and starboard lights that we fixed last night and horns that we got this morning, which I'm quite excited about. So let's get on with it.
I think it's over now when I look into your eyes. Another night and I'm giving in to your mind. But it's fine, 'cause I kinda like your lies. They are leading me into the night. Give me your light now. I'm about to fall down, giving into your touch. I'm moving around you. It's all in emotion. It's all in emotion. It's all in emotion. It's all in emotion. I'll give you all I got. It's the least that I can do. You know what I'm about. I am in this sense 'cause of you. But it's fine, 'cause I kinda like your lies. They are leading me into the night. Give me your light now. I'm about to fall down, giving into your touch. I'm moving around you. It's all in the motion.
Okay, we've actually figured out a way forward. We're going to re-engineer the boat and the solar panel. We're going to take off part of the handrails because that's majorly what's stopping us being able to mount the solar panel. Because either it's getting hindered by the handrails or it's too far over the hatch, and we ideally do need the hatch to be able to open, obviously. So we're going to take off part of the handrails because it's not fit for purpose really anyway, and then we're going to re-drill some more holes for this as well so that it can be mounted properly. And yeah, we are going to do the other things first that I mentioned as well, because we want to get as much done as we possibly can. We haven't been at the boat for a while and we're itching to get on, so yeah, time to get to work, I suppose. Okay, we're at a point that we're happy with the solar panel at the moment. We've had to re-engineer a part of it because the solar panel's sitting basically at an angle, but part of the brackets, one of the brackets even, needs to be flat. So we've had to re-engineer that. We've had to hacksaw it and drill a new hole for it as well, because it doesn't sit in the pre-designed ones that they've given us. So we've done that. We still need to mount 2 brackets, which is we are gonna have to drill 2 more holes as well, because they don't sit in the right place. And then they will get bracketed on. And we also, after that, the last thing we have to do then is to mount the grommet where the wires are going to go through, and then it's done and mounted. We're going to be able to get this done today, and considering the fact that I didn't think that this morning, we're heading in a really good direction. We tried to mount the horn as well, because we've managed to get the port and starboard lights mounted and sealed and everything. They look incredible, actually. We tried to mount the horn, but the thickness of the fiberglass is, well, thicker than we imagined it to be, so we don't have the proper bolts for it. So we've taped it up, and we're gonna have to come back when we've got thicker bolts, longer bolts even, not thicker ones. Thicker ones would be the wrong direction. We need longer bolts. But yeah, that's why we haven't done that today. We'll come back and do that another time in a different video. But we're nearly done with the solar panel, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, all right, so we've got it mounted and fastened and sealed and everything. It looks really, really good. The grommet was a nightmare. Part of it just decided to not work completely, so we've had to re-engineer that as well. But it works, we fitted it. Like I said before, we're gonna have to fit the horns another time because it is getting dark, it's getting late. And we're definitely losing light. We've lost light by now. We've made a mess. We're gonna have to clean it up. But basically it's finished. It's on. It's on. We've had this sat in the house for about 2 weeks now, watching it, staring at it, figuring out how we're gonna do it. We didn't even know if it was gonna completely fit here. The fact that we've managed to re-engineer it to fit here is a feat unto itself. But we did it. It's on. We don't have to worry about it anymore. It's really cold. It's really cold. We're gonna go and get some food now after we've tidied up our mess. Thank you very much for watching. I'm shivering now. It's really cold, but thank you very much for watching. If you like what we do and you enjoyed the chaos that was today, please like and subscribe and leave a little comment and we'll try and reply to you. Oh, make sure to press the little bell as well, otherwise you won't get notified every time we upload. But yeah, thank you very much. We have an Instagram as well. Link will be in the description. Go and follow that, please. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Bye. gonna put that on bloopers now, aren't you?